Belt Conference, as today they'll take on conference rival Young Harris. Welcome alongside everyone. I'm William Schindler. As today Clayton State at 11-9, 7-5 in conference play takes on a 12-8 team that's 500 in the Peach Belt Conference and 5-4 on the road as they come down from North Georgia. And for the Lakers, like we said, they had 4 games in a row that they lost, and now 2 in a row that they've won. This will be the final game of this 3-game homestand, and if they can keep on going, they could set themselves up to perhaps host in the Peach Belt Conference tournament. We are going to pause in just a few moments for the national anthem, and then what we will do, we'll have a officials appreciation night. So I think that's going to take place right now. You'll see that on your screen, and then what we'll do is we will pause for the national anthem and then come back for the starting lineups and get you set for basketball. As you hear right now, the officials being honored for their work throughout the season, throughout the Peach Belt Conference. And they will be honored here with gift baskets with Tamia Swanson and Aria Wilson, both giving them little goodie bags. Like we said, we're going to pause. National anthem time. We'll get you set with those starting lineups. And then the tip when we return here between the Lakers and Young Harris.
And now for the starting lineups. First, for the mountain lions of Young Harris College. Number 4, Clayton Serve. Number 5, Niall White. Number 15, Rhea Clemens. Number 23, Sarah Wolverine. And number 24, Carly Winters. Their head coach is Lindsay Huffman, assisted by Christina Harvey. And now, the starting lineup for your Clayton State Lakers. First at 4, a 5'9" junior from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Number 3, Gia Francois Lubin. And guard by the 60 from Fort Pierce, Florida, number 23, Delario Wilson. And at center, a 6'3" senior from Albany, Georgia, number 30, Brittany Spider Williams.
All right, you hear the national anthem and then the starting lineups, and let's get you both. Reiterate those for you for the Mountain Lions. It'll be Kaylin Searles, the 5'5" freshman, wears number 4 out of Sugar Hill, Georgia. Number 5 is Nia White, the junior from St. Petersburg, Florida. 15, Bria Clemens, a guard from Dalton, Georgia. She's a 5'8" junior. Sarah Wogren, 13.2 points a game for her. She's second on the team in scoring behind White. And Wogren wears number 23, 5'8", a sophomore from Ackworth, Georgia. And 24 is Carly Winters, a 5'7" freshman from Gainesville, Georgia. For the Lakers, it's Jada Francois Lubin wearing number 3, the 5'9" product from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Tamia Wilson wears number 5, a junior from Americus, Georgia. Number 20 is Kelsey Towns, a senior from Butler, Georgia. 23, Tenaria Wilson, the senior from Fort Pierce. And 30, Brittany Williams, the senior from Albany, Georgia. And we're underway with Tamia Swanson getting the tip and putting in the basket right away. And so the Lakers waste no time literally on the game clock. They only ran a second off. And so they scored. I'm not sure if it was just a second, but officially it will be. And now time is called. And maybe they want to talk about that clock. I think that is what's going on. As the first basket, like we said, was won the tip and quickly converted by Swanson and the Lakers. And I think they just want to make sure the clock was correct. It only ran a second off, which probably, like we said, probably along the lines of more like 5 seconds would be my guess in real time. But no corrections made, and Young Harris with the basketball for the first time. Driving to that near side, there's White. Baseline cut off by Williams. Comes back out to the perimeter. A look to try to set up a 3. They'll take one straight on. It'll ricochet back rim from Wogren, and the rebound goes to the Lakers. Here's Wilson now in the front court. Far side comes back to the middle. Wilson has had a heck of a year, averaging 15.5 points a game. Drives to the rack, can't get it to fall. Penning for the rebound is Swanson, though. The putback will fall. And beautiful teamwork there, and 4 now for Swanson and Lakers. 2 possessions, they've converted on both. Winters goes back to the middle. Here's Clemens. Looks for Winters once more. Swings it through White. Leading scorer on the team. Nia White gives it off to her teammate Wogren. Second leading scorer. Winters thought about the 3. Instead, a travel called as she went back to Nia White, and they'll turn it over. So the junior can't convert there. She is just under 14 points a game. Is Nia White. And the Lakers so far, defense has been solid. And scoring has been solid, mostly all of it, from Swanson. Speaking of her, she's got it right now. Swanson, crossover, dribble, drive. Tries to pass it out of the paint. Finds Tenaria Wilson with 11 on the shot clock. Thought about a 3, instead drives. Left-handed floater won't go, but she's fouled and will go to the line. That foul will be on, oh, pardon me. That will actually go on Wilson on a charge. So I thought maybe she was going to the line. Instead, Tenaria will draw the foul. They wanted to get her to substitute out. Everybody thought maybe it was. And on Young Harris, so a late substitution as Crystal Williams will come in for the first time to get Tenaria Wilson. So that foul, as usually happens with the Lakers and Kalina Coleman, you get a foul in that first quarter, you go to the bench. Searles almost lost it. Instead, it'll be a pull-up baseline jumper. Missed there by White. Rebound by Swanson and the Lakers. Swanson finds Williams. I'll swing it back on the outside. Here's Brittany Williams down low, off of the glass with the kiss to make it 6-0. 7:42 and ticking here in the first quarter of play. Lakers have looked very good so far. 4 for Swanson, now 2 for Brittany Williams. Down low, easy basket, cutting underneath. On the baseline was Clayton Searles, the freshman from Sugar Hill, Georgia, who averages just at 5 points a game. Had a little bit of a defensive breakdown and certainly took full advantage of it. Lakers lead now by 4. 19 on the shot clock, trying to get into that upper elbow. Turnaround jumper from that elbow won't go there. Missed by Kelsey Towns. Rebound goes to the Mountain Lions. Here's Young Harris on the run. Clemens with it behind the back. Nice move to the basket, a little too strong. Rebound grabbed by Crystal Williams. Williams on the run, tripped up, and she'll be fouled right at the free throw line, although I don't think this will be a shooting foul. It'll be rebounded underneath. So a block called for the first time on Clayton Searles. Like we said, 25 on the shot clock. Swanson will inbound it underneath her own basket for the Lakers. They'll kick it back out to the top. Francois Lubin with it. One dribble and a pass back to the inbounder and Swanson. They'll get it back to the top. There's Crystal Williams with it. Instead goes to now down low to Brittany Williams. Too strong, fighting for the rebound was Towns and flipped it to Young Harris instead. Now on the run, here's Wogren. Wogren underneath. She's fouled, in and out, back in. Finally it will fall. But they will call a charge. So offensive, and it's the second time we have seen an offensive foul called. And both of them actually on the opposite number. It was number 23, Tenaria Wilson earlier, and now 23 on the opposite end for Sarah Wogren. Both picking up their first personal fouls. Lakers now for the first time put in Brielle Mackey as well. Towns on the outside trying to deposit it to Williams. Gets it back out of the paint to Mackey. Crossover dribble. Cut off there. 10 on the shot clock. Comes back around. Top of the key. Near side now. Pull-up jumper. And that'll be in and out. Not hit by Swanson. Fighting for the rebound. Finally wrestled away by Young Harris and Wogren. She'll find now winners on this far side for 3. Gotcha. Knocks it down. And now it's a 1-point game as the Lakers scored the first 6 unopposed. And now sit up just by 1, 6-5. 5:48 in ticking here. William Schindler with you as we're in the first quarter. Very early going here between Young Harris and the Clayton State Lakers. And a foul before, a whistle before the pass inside. That will call a foul. That'll actually be a hook underneath by Brittany Williams. She'll pick up her first. Brittany will go to the bench, replaced by the graduate student, Jade Hayes, the 5'8" Land O'Lakes, Florida product at 5.2 points a game, 3.6 rebounds. She has been solid this year off the bench in her final season here at Clayton State. White on the outside, composes herself. Now gives it off to Clemens. Bounce pass goes to Searles. Guarded on the outside there by Crystal Williams. 3 on its way. Looked a little short, draws air. And that'll be fought for out of bounds. Clayton State basketball off the 3, missed by Clemens. Lakers lead by a point, 6-5 as we near the 5-minute mark, halfway through the first quarter of play. Williams on the outside. It's Crystal Williams. Brielle Mackey now with it. Mackey driving. She's not started this year, but has seen some playing time. It'll be a blocking foul as Mackey went to the rim against Nia White. Well, they're going to say it's on Clemens. Okay, I thought White got down there. Instead, it is Bria Clemens. Either way, it's the first personal foul, and either way, it goes against Young Harris. Timeout on the floor. Lakers lead by a point. And a reminder, Clayton State Athletics is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so stay connected to all your favorite Lakers sports on social media. Also get up to date on scores and stats, all by visiting ClaytonStateSports.com. We thank you for tuning in as always. And just want to remind you as well that if you were looking for something pre-Valentine's Day, we've got something for you. And of course is the current edition of the Lakers Hall of Fame induction. Don't miss your chance to be present for that on Thursday, February 13th. Student athletes that have made some amazing history here, as well as coaches, will be inducted in the 2020 Hall of Fame class. Yours truly hosting. You can go to the Hall of Fame page under Traditions at ClaytonStateSports.com. A quick early look at the numbers has the Lakers shooting just under 43% from the field, 3 of 7, 2 of 6 for the Mountain Lions, and 1 of 3 from distance. Lakers have not proposed a shot from 3 yet. As points in the paint, all the Lakers' points have come down low. And so that is where we sit early on. Again, Swanson with 4, 2 for Williams. On the other side of things, 3 for Winters on that 1 shot from distance. And the other 2 chipped in for Searles. And as Mackey at the line hits her first, Brielle, as we said, a sophomore from Hiram, Georgia. It's been mostly off the bench, and she comes through with 2 free throws to make it 8-5. Lakers as a team from the free throw line this year are only shooting at about 67%. Opponents shooting at 71%, but they have made more, 14.2 free throws a game as compared to their opponents at 13.1. Young Harris now on the offense, 10 on the shot clock. 3 on its way from Winters. Lipped out of the front edge and into the hands of the Lakers and Tamia Swanson. Swanson up top, goes to Mackey near side. Now driving, left hand into the paint, knocked away from her, and coming away with it off the deflection is Clemens. Clemens with Swanson trying to pick her up, goes to the basket, it's knocked away. Coming away with it is Hayes. Good defense underneath for the Lakers to flip that out of the hands of the would-be coast-to-coast attempt by Clemens. Krista Williams inside. So Williams picks up a pair. Lakers now have expanded their lead to 5, 10-5, as we are under 4 minutes here to play in this first quarter. Wogren. And now it will go to White. Bounce pass, led her too far. Trying to connect with Searles. Came off the baseline. Turnover goes to the Lakers. The Lakers are very good at causing turnovers. They are forcing opponents 5 more a game than they are. As the 3 off the mark. Rebounded there by Winters. Miss taken by Swanson. Turnovers, Lakers averaging 17.3 a game. Opponents at 22.3, however. 3 was well off by Winters. Air ball goes out of bounds. And we will see the starter, JFL, Jada Francois-Lubin, returning for the Lakers. She replaces Swanson. Also to the bench is White for Young Harris. And we'll see Jada Griffin, freshman from Dalton, Georgia, first time today. She just averages under 5 points a game. Lakers leading by that number of 5. Here at the 3:10 mark. Williams moving laterally to the near side. Comes back. Jump shot over the replacement player Griffin and drills it. 12-5. Lakers looking good early. Of course, Young Harris lost to Lander, one of the best teams. Well, probably the best team in the conference. I think that's not really disputed. Now driving. Here's White. Going down baseline. Can't connect. Rebound fought for and won by Hayes. Baseball pass ahead to Francois-Lubin. And she's tripped up, fouled just at the free throw line. And it'll be a block on Young Harris, not a shooting foul. And that will go on number 4, Kaylin Searles, her second. Lakers inbound in front of the Young Harris bench. We'll see Haley Shope for the first time. Junior from Murphy, North Carolina. Transferred over from D1 at Kennesaw State University. She replaces Searles with those 2 fouls here at the 2:39 mark of this first quarter. Clock not running right now. There we go. Down low, turn it around, and fouled was Kelsey Towns. Looks like it'll go on the aforementioned Jada Griffin. So she picks up her first personal. And to the line is Towns. Kelsey, a senior from Butler, Georgia. Just over 71% for the year from the line. Averaging 12 points a game and 5.7 rebounds. Hits her first. Kelsey has been so good, 43s as well, and she will be replaced if she hits this by Deja Montgomery. And she does. Here comes Deja. Redshirt junior from Cordova, Tennessee. Well-earned break for Towns. The Lakers now have expanded this lead 14-5 over Young Harris. We sit just over 2.5 minutes until the end of the first quarter. Pressure all the way. They finally break it, get across to Clemens. Here into this far side corner. Three from Winters, gotcha. She'll knock it down. Second three of the game for Young Harris. It's a 14-8 score. Lakers still with the lead. They'll kick it to the outside. JFL, three answered back. Jada Francois Lubin. So the junior from Pembroke Pines, Florida, knocking it down. She's only averaging 5.2 points a game. You can fool me, it always seems higher. Brielle Mackey out. Praise Russell in, the redshirt junior from Jacksonville, Florida. And she has really lit it up at home as Praise Russell. It seems like every game we see her at home, she's hitting threes. And we'll have a travel call. Couldn't break the press. Young Harris and Wogren caught in the backcourt. And Wogren too many steps. So the Lakers, again, pressuring the turnovers. We told you they average 5 more a game. Actually, it's even for Young Harris in turnovers on the season. 18.8 across the board for themselves and their opponents. 17-18 your score. A minute 50. Three on its way. That is off to the far side. Missed by Deja Montgomery. And it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Young Harris ball. Inbounding it underneath will be Carly Winters. Trying to break the pressure is Shope and Winters. Winters with it currently. Winters across the timeline. Double team. Trying to get out of that coffin corner. Here's Shope. Bounce pass underneath. Trying to connect with Wogren. They do so. Wogren with the layup. Makes it now a 7-point game. Lakers with the lead. Francois Lubin driving. Instead kicks it back outside. Wide open three. Straight away. Hayes can't connect. Long rebound goes outside to Griffin. Behind the back, nice move by Clemens. JFL battling with her. Slips one player, goes underneath. Can't connect. Hayes gets the rebound. And the Lakers defense working pretty well here as we drop to the 60-second mark left in the first quarter. Lakers up by 7. Outside, JFL. Here's Praise Russell with it. Well, dump it underneath. Montgomery fall away, and falling down will be the basketball as the Lakers pick up another 2. This time from Deja Montgomery. 19-10 your score. Lakers on top. 20 on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock. That'll be an air ball. Fighting for it. Shope keeps it alive off the miss there by Winters. Putting it back up. Fighting for it underneath, and off the basket is Griffin and in. Lakers will have the last shot if they want it. Crystal Williams with it at the moment. 13 on the game clock. 19-12 your score. 8 seconds. Nice move underneath. Pried away though. Here comes Clemens after the steal. Clemens, and at the buzzer it counts. It'll be 2 to make it 19-14. So Young Harris claws back some points, and the final minute to make it a 19-14 game, but still an excellent start for the Lakers as they lead here going into the second quarter. Today's broadcast would not be possible without the generous support of Laker basketball broadcast partners such as Bojangles, Cambridge Computers, Clayton County Access Television, Forest Park, Chick-fil-A, Mach 3 Technologies, Mr. D's Electric, Nike, $3 Cafe, and of course, the Waffle House. Well, we'll get the first look at numbers here in a moment at the end of this first quarter of play, and right now it looks like the Lakers shooting at 50%, which is a great number, 7 of 14 overall, as Young Harris 6 of 17 from the field, 35.3%. They have hit 2 3-pointers though, 2 of 6 from distance are the Mountain Lions. The Lakers just 1 of 4 from distance, although they've hit all 4 free throws at this point. Rebounds have gone to the Lakers 11-7. Points in the paint has now evened up to 8 apiece. Points off of turnovers to Young Harris 2-0. And second chance points even at 2 apiece. Leading the way scoring, the Lakers have 2 individual leaders, both at 4, although Swanson right now is on her way to a double-double if she continues at this pace. 4 points and 4 rebounds. The other 4-point scorer is Crystal Williams. 3 for Francois Lubin, 2 apiece then for Mackie Williams. That would be Brittany and Crystal and Deja Montgomery. On the other side of things, 6 points for Carly Winters. We're underway, second quarter. William Schindler with you. Sit back and enjoy. Lakers up 19-14. Young Harris on the perimeter, trying to force it inside. 10 on the shot clock, trying to get into that paint if they can. It's Mackenzie Johnson. First time we've seen her tonight off the bench. And she converts quickly as they'll get the first points in the first 30 seconds here of the second quarter. The Lakers on offense, Denaria Wilson, who didn't play much in that first quarter because of the early foul. Entry pass inside. They'll say it is the Lakers pushing off. And Deja Montgomery gets the offensive foul, hooked her arm around one of her defenders. So she picks that up. Praise Russell out. Returning is Tamia Swanson. Score frozen, 19-16. Yeah, one more point. It's 19-17, and I can recommend a great movie for everybody. Driving. Clemens underneath. And that will be finished by her teammate, Jada Griffin. And so, see, we gloss right over 1917. No free movie promo, now 1918. But the biggest story is that Young Harris has now cut this to a one-point game. But underneath, there's Williams. Brittany Williams can't convert. And fouled for the putback is Tamia Swanson. She was trying to convert underneath the basket. Instead, she'll go to the line. It'll be the first personal foul on Haley Shope. And now is Swanson, junior from Americus, Georgia. It's her first. Good free throw shooter. She's at 77% for the year. Swanson averaging 10.2 points a game and 5.6 rebounds. It's both. Lakers back up now 21-18. A wobbly there on the inbounds pass as White got it. Now she's picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. They got to come help her. Gets it across the timeline. Gets it to Clemens. Down underneath. A little bit too strong for Griffin on the layup, and we've got a tie-up underneath the basket on the rebound and a jump ball called. It will be going on the arrow in the direction of the Lakers, and they will have to go the length of the court. So after the jump ball call, Deja Montgomery will inbound at 8:31 left to play until the half. Lakers up 21-18. Tenacious Denaria goes off to that far side. Swanson coming around the high screen of Brittany Williams. Now down the lane, left-handed floater gets it to go. Beautiful play by Tamia Swanson, and a good play by Brittany Williams to set that high screen in the lane to give her space. 23-18. Pressure from the Lakers. They'll force it out and into the scorers table as JFL got a hand in it to knock it away from White. And they will actually say it will be Lakers ball. And it came off of Young Harris and White. So the Lakers catch a break there, not only forcing it out, but getting possession on the turnover. Out comes Montgomery. Back in is Kelsey Towns. Here's Brittany Williams. Upper elbow. JFL shoots over her after getting it back, fighting for the rebound. Free ball. In front of the bench and couldn't call timeout. Denaria Wilson was fighting for it. And instead, what's the call here? I think she was calling for a timeout and then stepped out of bounds. And yes, that is going to be the call. Okay. Well, no. All right, another official coming in here. I'll talk it over. Like we said, are they going to issue the timeout? No. Okay, so after all the discussion, call stands. Young Harris will take it the length. Inbounding from their own bench, comes across the timeline now is Clemens. And that will find the far side sideline, as not able to handle it was Jada Griffin. So the freshman from Dalton, Georgia, turns it over. Lakers get it back up 23-18. Tenaria Wilson. Great moves on the outside. Bounce pass over. Swanson driving again in the lane. She'll get fouled. That has been a good play for her on this far side of the lane, driving now consistently inside. She gets the first personal on Mackenzie Johnson, the 6'1" freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee, by way of Notre Dame High School up there.
Hey, know who you have. No, Chelsea. You have 5 now.
Looks like Wogren returns to the bench as Griffin. To the line is Swanson. I told you she is a good free throw shooter. She has been perfect so far, 3 of 3. And right now the Lakers shooting 47% from the field. She'll hit now all 4 free throws she has been challenged with in this game. So Tamia Swanson, another good game for her. Lakers at 25-18. This has started well. We did see Young Harris close a bit at the end of that first quarter, however. Right-handed hook shot won't go there. Too strong for Wogren. Lakers get the rebound. Wilson on the outside. On that near side perimeter. Dumps it down inside to Williams. She is fouled underneath. Lakers have been strong going underneath this evening. It's paid dividends. See a reach-in foul. That assessed on Shope. It'll be the second on her. So the junior from Murphy, North Carolina, just over the border. Not too far from home for her. It's Young Harris. She'll go to the bench. Carly Winters returns. Freshman from Gainesville. Again, that's not too far from Young Harris. Then a little bit further south, though, than North Carolina, obviously. You have to major in geography for that one. But Williams to the line, hits her first. You know, for Brittany, it's good that she hit the first. She has struggled at the free throw line. Hits both. There you go. All you have to do is pull out those numbers. She's just hitting 41% from the free throw line this year and knocks down both. Well, I'll take that. Lakers sit up 27-28. Get the steal. That's Jada Francois Lubin. And count it. And the foul. JFL. The steal, the 2, and the extra. It'll be the second on Bria Clemens. And the Lakers now up by 11, trying to make it a dozen. Unfortunately, they can't, but they get the rebound. Beautifully played by Brittany Williams. She is having a heck of a game, and it's good to see her improving each time as the senior center from Albany, Georgia. Wilson on the outside, 10 on the shot clock. At the free throw line, passes it off. 3 by Towns, gotcha! And so after the possible three-point play, the miss, a 2, a rebound, a 3, you get a net of 5, and the Lakers with a timeout by Young Harris sit up 32-18. It's 6:33 left to play in the half. So what a dynamic now going for Clayton State. They are shooting at just under 53% from the field. They've hit 2 of 6 from distance, and they are shooting the lights out. And I mean, that is the difference in this game. 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Young Harris has not attempted a free throw as yet. And so the Lakers just under 91% from the charity stripe. They have also out-rebounded the Mountain Lions 15-8. So you can't ask for much more here for the Lakers in the early going. Points in the paint, both teams have a dozen. Points off of turnovers, 9-6. Clayton State with that lead. And second chance points, the Lakers doing yeoman's work there, 9-2. 15-8, Lakers out rebounding the Mountain Lions. Leading scorer right now, double figures for Tamia Swanson with 10. As we said, watch out for that double-double. She's got a total of 7 rebounds, 5 defensive, 2 offensive. And when you look down the score sheet, 5 points each for JFL and for Kelsey Towns. 4 for Williams. That would be Brittany Williams. 2 for Mackey. as well. Let's see, 4 for Crystal Williams. We don't want to throw her out of there. And 2 for Deja Montgomery. So there you go. On the other side of things, leading scorer, still Carly Winters with 6. And that'll be forced away. Tenaria Wilson comes away with it. They were trying to get it to Mackenzie Johnson. Lakers come away with another steal. Wilson, mid-range jumper, won't go. Long rebound, gets it herself. Tenaria goes baseline, near side corner, 3. That won't be connected as Swanson can't hit. It'll go out of bounds. Wilson was fighting for the rebound again, but got her foot on the baseline. And it'll be back to Young Harris. Lakers sit up 32-18, 6:10 till the half. And as they'll take it the length of the court, pressure applied half-heartedly by Swanson. She's the only one back there. Now on the coverage here, as trying to bring it the length as Clemens gets it off instead to Wogren. Covered again as the switch to Swanson. Up top, Johnson. Here's Wogren. 8 on the shot clock. Wogren looking for some space underneath, fouled. It looks like it could be Towns as the guilty party. Let's see what the call is. And it will be Kelsey picking up her first personal. Lakers have 4 players with 1 foul each. Towns now joins the squad of Wilson, Williams, that's Brittany, and Deja Montgomery. So to the line, and missing her first is Sarah Wogren. Sophomore from Ackworth. Only at 53% from the free throw stripe. Now 44 of 83 for the year. And connects on 1 of 2. Gets that back end, puts them to 19. They want to work in Samantha Russell here, and they will, as Russell replaces Mackenzie Johnson. First time we've seen the freshman guard from Tellico Plains, Tennessee. New one for me. I got to look that one up. 32-19. Lakers with the lead and with the ball. Thought about it for a second there, did Crystal Williams. Instead goes off to Tenaria Wilson. Beautiful basketball work there. Trying to keep possession. Goes back now to Williams. And I believe a 3-second violation. That's what was called on the Lakers underneath. So too much time hanging out in the paint for Clayton State. We'll turn it over. Still leading 32-19 here as we sit almost halfway through this second quarter. And getting closer to halftime. Getting the rebound, Crystal Williams. And then they'll say, Brittany Williams getting the rebound. And then they'll say, did Brittany get a foul? I think so. See who they'll call it on. Still discussing the matter. Because we'll have Jade Hayes coming back, a pair of 21s. Also Mackenzie Johnson on the other end. So both teams getting their 21s into the game. It will be on Brittany Williams. Second personal on her. So she got the hook as she got the rebound. Bria Clemens will inbound underneath her own basket. And another whistle, and so Young Harris returns the favor. Actually, they will not call a foul. I believe that was just a violation. Couldn't inbound it in time. 32-19. Clayton State with Tenaria Wilson comes around a Town screen, in and out. Rebound grab there by Mackenzie Johnson. Russell. Come over to this far side. Winters with it, leading scorer so far with 6. Young Harris now pauses on the outside, 15 on the shot clock. Clemens bounce pass underneath, and that will be off of the backboard and in by Mackenzie Johnson. Into the 20-point column is Young Harris. Lakers still up, though, 32-21. Thought about the 3. Now on the dribble, Crystal Williams. Step on for a 2. That was a long 2. Foot on the line. So it's not a 3. A very long 2, but as long as you can get 34-21. So we hit the 4-minute mark. Lakers have been impressive. They've shot the ball well in pretty much every quarter of this game. And as on the other end, the favor returned by Young Harris makes it 34-23. Francois Lubin into the paint. And a beautiful bank shot off the layup. Jada Francois Lubin, the junior from Pembroke Pines, really surprised me when you look at her totals, 5.2 points a game. She plays better than that number would indicate. It just seems like that is a low number. Very high energy player underneath. They'll kick it back out and a little bit too far outside. They were looking for Winters. And so as it goes out of bounds, the Lakers will get possession back. We'll adjust the clock and add 7 seconds. Still inbound in front of us. Kelsey Towns will do so. And Tenaria Wilson set to take it the length for Kalina Coleman's squad. 36-23. Tenaria on the outside. Decides where to go. Swings it back around on that outside to Williams. Crystal Williams. 2 screens. Hayes was the last one. Instead now lets everybody slip away down low. Finally Hayes, who set that screen down on the baseline, gets it underneath and is fouled. So beautiful motion by the Lakers up top to set up a slip screen down low. They funnel the ball underneath. And the foul assessed on the second time for Jada Griffin. So to the line, it's Jade Hayes. Graduate student hits her first. Jade 25 of 39 coming in. Free throw wise, Lakers have done a fantastic job at the line today. And they've only missed one, as both of those rattled home for Hayes. Lakers sitting up 38-23, under 3 minutes left to play until the half. Again, the pressure. We have 4 seconds to get across the timeline. They do successfully, does Young Harris. School in the mountains of North Georgia. Young Harris with it. Clemens hands it off to Winters. 9 on the shot clock. Started on the outside by Wilson, and the foul stops play, and a hand check, I believe, by Tenaria Wilson. Tough foul to draw for her. And that is going to be a little bit of an issue with Tenaria going to the bench. Her second personal. We'll probably have her sit the rest of the way for this first half. Praise Russell returns. And so for Tenaria, you know, it's one of those games where she has had a slow start, mostly because of the foul issues and being on the bench. There's Griffin. Kicks it back outside. Russell drives back to Griffin underneath. And she's fouled. It might be JFL this time, the guilty party. So it is. First time on Jada Francois Lubin. South Florida product. And to the line is Jada Griffin. Freshman from Dalton. We said only 57% from the line, and she misses her first. So at 2:20 until the half, Lakers up sizably, 38-23. It'll be 38-24. 1 of 2 from the line now for the Mountain Lions. They've not got many opportunities, only 4 now from the line the entire game. Praise Russell almost lost it, gets it back though as Winters will guard her. High screen set there by Towns. Instead they'll go to the near side. Francois Lubin with it. Interior pass, trying to get it to Hayes, and that'll be poked away from behind off of the Lakers. Good defensive work underneath by Samantha Russell for the Mountain Lions. They'll inbound, have to take it the length. Full court pressure right now for the Lakers. Get it just shy of the timeline, taken over by Wogren. Wogren now to the baseline, layup won't go. Rebound for the Lakers. Nice job by JFL. On the run, crossover, kicks it back outside, thought about the 3. Instead, Crystal Williams gives it off. Towns can't connect on the 3. Long rebound goes right back, though, to Crystal Williams. A fresh 20 to work with, and now 94 seconds to play. Crystal Williams, the guard from Riverdale and Lander University. Riverdale, of course, just up the road a little bit. As the floater won't be connected there by Praise Russell. The rebound goes to Young Harris, and it went to Wogren. Underneath. That is Griffin fighting for it. Griffin is fouled, and that will be on Kelsey Towns. For Towns, it'll be her second personal foul as we hit 72 seconds left to play. Deja Montgomery returns to replace Towns. Towns with 2. Coming back in, Montgomery has 1 personal. And to the line once again is Griffin. She was 1 of 2 last trip. We said 57%, not her strong suit. And we'll see if she's 1 of 2 again. This time it would be in the reverse order if so, as she hits her first. And cuts the lead to 38-25. Trying for both. Lakers underneath with Hayes as well as Montgomery for the rebound. It'll be a moot point as she'll hit both from the free throw line. And now, a 12-point game once more.
Go.
60 seconds precisely. Here's Praise Russell, floating baseline on that far side, and a whistle. We'll call a charge on Praise Russell. So the 5'5" product got to be saying, wait a second. Transferred over from Savannah State University. .55, not saying it's small, smaller, but I'd say for a guard at 5'5", she does not have that many charge calls against her in her life. That one was, though. Here's Nia White outside. A near side jumper won't be connected on by Griffin. Nice rebound by the Lakers. Final 30 seconds. It's about a 4-second differential between game and shot clock. Lakers sitting up again, still by that dozen. Hayes straight on 3. Gotcha. The graduate student pours it on. And it's 41-26. Lakers looking good underneath. Griffin, right hand and fouled. Count it. And with 6.2 seconds again for, is this the 3rd consecutive possession? It's close to it. She'll go to the line to shoot her 5th and 6th. Actually, I'm sorry, it'll be just her 5th consecutive free throw. Count the basket, she gets 1 shot. Griffin can't connect there. It's just a 2-point play. She's been to the line, though. It's 4 seconds left. And Williams underneath, no foul, as driving strong was Crystal Williams. And that'll do it. But 41-28, your halftime score. The Lakers sit up top of Young Harris here at the half and have looked good doing so. They have shot the ball exceptionally well, 46.2% from the field. And so as Clayton State will go to the locker room, we will take a break and return with the Ortho Atlanta halftime report when we come back to set you up for the second half of play. Welcome back, everyone. William Schindler with you as we welcome you alongside for the Ortho Atlanta halftime report. As the Lakers sitting on top of Young Harris 41-28. Lakers have shot the ball exceptionally well, especially in that first quarter. They were at 50%, 42.9% in the second. So it averages out to 46.4% from the field total, 13 of 28. They are 3 of 9 from distance. And what has really been exceptional, the free throw shooting at 92.3%. They have only missed one shot, 12 of 13 from the line. On the other side of things, Young Harris for the game, 11 of 28 from the field. That's 39.3%, 2 of 6 from distance, 33%, and 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. So they are at 57%. And when you look at that, 4 of 7 from the free throw line and 12 of 13 for the Lakers, that accounts for the difference. Points in the paint. Actually, Young Harris has the advantage there, 18-14. Points off of turnovers goes 1 for the Lakers, 7-6. Second chance point, Lakers 7-4. And the bench points 2 more for the Lakers, 15-13. Lakers have out-rebounded the Mountain Lions 21-13. Leading scorer individually for the Lakers is Tamia Swanson with 10. She is on her way to a double-double if she can grab 2 more rebounds, 10 and 8 right now. As the next leading scorer for the Lakers, Jada Francois Lubin, already over her season average of 5.2. She has 7. And 6 for Crystal Williams. 5 apiece for both Kelsey Towns and Jade Hayes. And 4 for Brittany Williams with 2 rebounds. And 2 for Deja Montgomery and Brielle Mackey. Leading the way on the other side, nobody in double figures as of yet, but it is Jada Griffin. Came off the bench to contribute 9 points and 3 rebounds. 6 for Carly Winters. She had 2 3-pointers early and then been quiet since. 4 apiece for both Clemens and Johnson. 3 for Sarah Wogren and 2 for Searles. Well, that gives you an idea as the Lakers have led this for pretty much the entire way. Officially, they've only trailed or been tied. They've never trailed in this game. They were tied with Young Harris for 4 seconds. So that's been it so far. They've been all Lakers. They got that within a second. I guess what they say is that'll be about 4 seconds instead. On the opening tip, they have not looked back, and they have played great basketball, especially from the free throw line. And at 48-21 through the first 20 minutes, let's see what the second 20 holds. Lakers on defense here to start things off against the Mountain Lions. Poked away there for a moment from Searles. Gets it back, goes to the top with Wogren. Casts off a long 2 and drills it. 41-30. So the first 2 for Young Harris here in the second half of play. Lakers go into the paint. There's Brittany Williams. Turnaround jumper a little bit too strong off the back iron. Gets her own rebound, though. And back outside. Up top it goes to Towns. Now Wilson with it. It's an area guarded on the outside by Nia White. 11 on the shot clock. Moves laterally to the near side. Stops in the middle. Gets it back to Towns. Far side, dribble drive, Swanson into the paint, hangs, can't hit it, gets their own rebound, puts it back up and in. So gets the rebound, puts back the shot after getting a fresh 20 and connects for the first 2 for the Lakers. Each team with the 2 each side, 43-30 now your score. The miss as Wilson will grab the rebound. It's an area Wilson trying to go coast to coast. Forces it up, can't get her own rebound as it's knocked away. Underneath, they'll go to Williams. Put back off the glass. And so Brittany Williams gets her first points of the second half. Brittany had 4 in that first half. She had a good start. Some foul trouble with 2 fouls, put her on the bench and slowed her down a little. But the Lakers now back up, opening up the margin to 15. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. William Schindler with you. We'll go here to the far side. Winters, 3. Gotcha. Knocked it down. It'll be Carly Winters' third 3 of the game. As we mentioned, she had 6 points with those 2 threes early. And the first 2 minutes here of this third quarter, the underneath, Williams lost it. And as Winters has it, a reach-in foul Could be going against the Lakers and Francois Lubin. It'll be her second. It is. Well, the Lakers, if you remember the last time out, they've had 2 consecutive wins here at home against Flagler 82-80 and then 58-47. Of course, that Flagler game in overtime. They beat Pembroke, though, last time out, and they almost held Pembroke scoreless in that third quarter. So the defense has been playing exceptionally well the last 2 games. Swatted away, speaking of defense there, by Tamia Swanson. It'll be Young Harris retaining possession off the block. They'll inbound on their own baseline with 17 seconds to shoot. Underneath. And a foul on Williams. That's going to be a tough one to swallow as Nia White will go to the line after connecting on the shot. It'll be the third on Brittany Williams. And so the senior from Albany, Georgia, will go to the bench. Like we said, Brittany has had a good game, but now the foul's cutting into her time as White for 1 free throw. She's a good free throw shooter, just under 80% for the year. And she'll make it a 3-point play. 7.5 left to play here in the third quarter. Lakers sitting up 45-36. They were up by 15 a little earlier. Couldn't get it to fall there. Trying to get Towns underneath on a little bit. Quite an alley-oop, but a pass that set her up underneath the basket. I'll turn it over. Young Harris ball. I'll take it the length. They go left to right across your screen. Bounce pass, upper elbow. Wogren decides what to do with it. Guarded on the outside there by Towns. Underneath, kick back out. There's Jada Francois Lubin. Saves it, gets the steal. Ahead to Tenaria Wilson now. Tenaria brings it back. Guarded on the outside by Winters. They'll swing it and reverse to the near side. Swanson with it. Back to Tenaria Wilson. Here's JFL at the free throw line. Gets it back near side. 3. Tenaria, gotcha. Wilson on some beautiful ball work. Some great passing. They pass her open. She connects on the 3. Now 6.5 left to play in the third quarter. Lakers sit up 48-36. Back to a dozen. On the drive, Searles moving laterally to the near side. They'll get it back after the pass. 10 on the shot clock. Searles back outside. They'll reverse it. Trying to look for some spaces. Winters, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Won't go. Rebound to Swanson and the Lakers. We tick down to 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And the Lakers will slow down the pace. Kalina Coleman's squad looking for what would be their 12th win of the year and 8th in the conference, as driving and fouled is Tamia Swanson. She's a little slow to go up. We hope it's okay with Tamia. It didn't look like a particularly hard foul, but apparently she came down awkwardly. She is holding her left leg down towards the ankle, and let's see here. Trainer coming up and speaking with her now. She's got 2 hands draped across her face. And they will bring both teams to their respective benches. And so, like we said, we hope nothing too major. And it did not seem like a hard foul, all things considered. I mean, it's hard to see underneath and all of that and how she fell. But Tamia Swanson down in some pain right now. And Coach Kalina Coleman out there as well. And got to hope that she is okay just from a humanity standpoint. But she's a big player, too, for this Lakers squad. Don't get anybody wrong. She is right now 3rd on the team in scoring. 10.2 points a game, 5.6 rebounds. She's a big part of what the Lakers like to do. A junior guard at 5'9". She's still down. We said obviously in some pain. And you just wonder, it might have been an awkward land. And they're going to help her off. And you know, she is obviously in discomfort. And although whatever she said made the trainer and Coach Coleman laughed, so that's good news. But she'll go get worked on over there. Looks almost like an ankle issue. I actually broke, not at this level, not even close, but high school gym class. They were having us play basketball. I broke an ankle, and it was not anything big. It was just coming down on somebody's foot, and nobody really noticed it. I kind of said, that doesn't feel that good. Got some x-rays, turned out it was a broken ankle. Things like that happen underneath. As to the line is Crystal Williams to shoot the free throws. It's her first. But it's hard to tell. Sometimes those heavy fouls, they look really bad, and they are. But sometimes the benign ones will get you. And they might not look big, but have the effect that certainly is not the best. Both free throws hit. Lakers up 50-36. Keep you posted as soon as we know more about Swanson. Nice pick of the pocket there. Winners got a pick by Tenaria Wilson. And Wilson can't convert, though. A little too strong on the layup. Clemens, though, got the rebound. Tried to get it across the timeline and fouled by Hayes. So Jade hustling. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, they will call it on Young Harris. Wow. Wow. Well, Young Harris and Bria Clemens picking it up. She couldn't get it across. I thought the Lakers were the ones that were going to be the guilty party. That's a huge call because it will be the fourth personal on Clemens. And we're at 5:19 left to play in the third quarter. That probably means Clemens' day mostly done. Well, right now, with a break in the action, I'd like to have a thank you to the Lakers basketball broadcast partners. Of course, today's broadcast would not be possible without them. Heritage Bank, Drury Hotels, Rocky's Cafe and Pizza, IBM, Southeast Employees Credit Union, Classic Bus Sales, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Carrabba's Italian Grill, and, of course, Ortho Atlanta. I want to pass on some sad news. This just breaking. Kirk Douglas, famous actor, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Michael Douglas's father, famous actor in Hollywood for many, many years, just passed away, unfortunately, at 103 years old. So remember him quite fondly in the movies for years. And, of course, 103, that is a pretty good ripe old age to get to. Right now, Lakers, though, sitting up 50-36. And they have shot 44% so far today. 4 threes. Really where they've been doing their damage is the free throw line. They are 14 of 15 in this game so far. 5 of 8 is Young Harris. Rebounds, that's another category. The Lakers are certainly having their way with the Mountain Lions at this point. 27-16. Defensive rebounds have gone 18-12 in favor of the Lakers. Out of the media timeout, Lakers sitting up 50-36. And on the outside, Jada Francois Lubin cut off there by White. Jumper anyway, Kobe-esque. Wow, JFL fall away. And with a player in her face, drills the mid-range jumper. So hard to do, made it look so easy. Underneath, 20 on the shot clock, and fouled as Tenaria Wilson gets a piece of Nia White. Count the basket, she'll go to the line. Tenaria can't believe it. So Tenaria picks up her third. Like we said, a big call against Bria Clemens on the other side with 4. And Tenaria now will have 3 of her own, so it'll be a little bit more judicious for Kalina Coleman as she looks to use her the rest of the way. Hey, fans, as we've got timeout on the floor, looking to leave your mark on Clayton State Athletics, well, now you can with the Name is Seat program. Check out all the details under Lakers Club at ClaytonStateSports.com. And while you're there, if you're looking to get more involved in Clayton State Athletics, then the Lakers Club is for you. The department's primary fundraising arm, the Lakers Club, helps key fundraising initiatives while providing members with various levels of benefits. So check it out today, again, at ClaytonStateSports.com. Again, looking at the numbers quickly here, sub 5 minutes here in this third quarter. The Lakers have shot 4 of 9 in this quarter so far, 4 of 8 for Young Harris. So both teams shooting well. Lakers have hit 2 threes, 1 so far in this third quarter for Young Harris. 3 total for Young Harris. All 3, in fact, of those threes have been hit by Carly Winters. For the Lakers in this third quarter, 2 threes. They have hit 5 for the game. Points in the paint actually keeps going to Young Harris. That's been a surprising margin, 22-16 for points in the paint to the Mountain Lions. Bench, though, in favor of the Lakers, 17-13, and second chance points in favor of the Lakers, 11-7. It's a double-double right now for Tamia Swanson. She's got 12 and 10, and Jada Francois-Lubin has doubled her season average. She's in double digits with 10. Three-point play converted as White connects on the only free throw of the timeout. And it's 53-39. After that foul that was called on Tenaria Wilson, results in a three-point play. We've got a whistle underneath. And it will be a foul on Jada Francois-Lubin. That's her third. All of a sudden, the Lakers now a little bit of foul trouble with Lubin, Wilson, and Williams, Brittany Williams, each with 3 fouls apiece. And as good as this game has gone, it casts a little bit of a shadow on this game going forward. Still plenty of time left. Won't hit. Wilson stays on the floor, grabs the rebound after picking up her 3rd foul. She was shadowed there by Griffin. She held up, goes over to her left side. Here's Crystal Williams. Crystal looking for the screen, instead goes the opposite way. And we've got a block underneath. And it looks like that's going to be Searles. It is, 3rd personal on her. So the fouls adding up a little on either end. It will force both, of course, Kalina Coleman and Lindsey Huffman on the other side of things. We'll talk about things, at least shuffle their lineup. Speaking of which, Tamia Swanson back into the game. Tenaria Wilson will take a seat. First free throw from Crystal Williams. This drill, of course, Williams from Riverdale, just up the road, Lander University. She transferred over, and Riverdale was in the news not too long ago, about a month or 2 ago. She'll hit both. That was where Colin Kaepernick, you might remember, worked out at that high school. After changing the venue from the Falcons facility up Flowery Branch, way north of the city. Underneath, and a whistle, late whistle. Going to the basket was Griffin. And it's going to be a foul on the Lakers, and Towns add her to the players on that list of 3 fouls. She'll go to the bench, show JFL. Back in Deja Montgomery, as so is the sophomore Brielle Mackey. So the shuffling sub 4 minutes until the end of the third quarter has started a bit here for Kalina Coleman. Her team still sits up, but 50-40 now. So, I mean, 15 points is a pretty good margin, but like we said, it started to be clawed back a little by Young Harris. We'll get a pair at the line. 14-point game. Here's Mackey, the sophomore. Swings it back, the reverse to the near side. Comes to the top of the key, does Mackey, gets it right back, trying to deposit into the paint. They can't get anything going there. Good defense by Young Harris, but it trickles back outside to Crystal Williams and the Lakers. Didn't reset the shot clock, though. 9 on the shot clock. Up top, Hayes comes off the screen. Instead, the pass goes to Mackey. An air ball on the 3 outside. Finally, possession will change as Young Harris gets it and will go the length. On the run, there's Searles underneath. Meets at the baseline. Can't get it to go with Griffin, and a foul on her, against her, as it will be charged to Deja Montgomery, her 2nd personal. Griffin's been tested, like we said, 57% at the line so far, but boy, she has been there quite a bit, it seems like, today. This will be her 6th opportunity coming up. She's 3 of 5 so far from the free throw line. Having a good day. 4 of 6 So just little things. You say, well, third quarter, they're up by a significant margin, but you never know, especially if young Harris, Jada Griffin, who's shooting it very well from the free throw line, all above her average, makes it 55-43. Mackey thought about a three. Instead, now trying to drive baseline. That's knocked away as the would-be pass, and it's Griffin again, although stolen back by the Lakers. Can't get it to fall as Swanson got it. Now brings it back outside off of her own miss. Again, tries. This time she's fouled underneath the basket, and so she'll go to the line. That'll be on Wogren. Second personal on number 23, the sophomore from Ackworth. So Tamia Swanson, a forward from Americus, went to Chattahoochee Valley Community College, hits her first. She came in at over 77% for the year, which is a very good number from the free throw line, and connects on both. Like we said, the Lakers not shooting a great percentage. The free throw line, it's not awful, but room for improvement, about 67%. Under 20 seconds on the shot clock. Searles using a lot of the court. So tries to dump it inside, knocked away. Mackey came up with it after it was deflected. 2.5 minutes left to play, third quarter. Lakers with it. Williams. Mismatch on the outside is defensively. She'll draw Jada Griffin. And then a kick ball. 20 on the shot clock. Lakers will inbound under their own basket. 2:17 left to play. Third quarter now. Let's see. Maybe it's going to be in front of the bench. Yeah, they'll be under their own basket on the baseline is where the inbound will come from. Brielle Mackey will do so. William Schindler with you. We thank you for tuning in. A reminder that the men's game will start approximately a half an hour after the conclusion of this game, about 7:30 p.m. tonight. And they will take on Young Harris, and the men's team for Young Harris loves to run and gun, so that should be a high-scoring, entertaining game. Mackey crosses the court, gets it right back after going from near side to far side, works it underneath. A foul upcoming. As going to the floor was Deja Montgomery. See what the call is. It will be on Young Harris and Wogren. That's another big call. It'll be her third personal. Searles will check out. Coming back in is Haley Shope. She's got 2 personal fouls of her own. And to the line is Montgomery. Good free throw shooter at 78% for the season. Does just that. Of course, Deja from Cordova, Tennessee, transferred from Walters State Community College. Another 5'9" player for the Lakers. And hits both. Lakers up 59-43 here in this third quarter of play against the Young Harris Mountain Lions. On the outside, Young Harris deciding what to do with it. Trying to drive. Mackey stole it. Beautiful play to get it away from Wogren. That was a great play by Mackey, the sophomore, growing defensively. Williams will pass. Will go inside looking for Montgomery. She's found from behind by Carly Winters. And that'll be the first on Winters. Freshman from Gainesville, Georgia. The Lakers again go to the line and once more bring on Deja Montgomery, who hit a pair the last time out. So we told you, a very good free throw shooter. And with 88 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, she'll connect on her first of 2. Lakers go on the road after this. So these are big games for Clayton State to be here at home before going to Georgia College. Just for the one game on the 8th, this coming Saturday. Go to Milledgeville, back home against Georgia Southwestern on Wednesday the 12th. Janae Hayes checks out. For the first time, we'll see Kendall Hill, a freshman from Twinsburg, Ohio. I've not seen her so far today. Long jumper 2 by Shope, no good. On the floor, fighting for possession. Not sure how that wasn't a whistle at all. Laying on the floor, it looked like Montgomery. And finally, they'll stop things. And so the trainer out, and that's, like we said, good news. The good news is Tamia Swanson is back after that little bit of a scare. So she's on the floor. That's the good news. The bad news is now Deja Montgomery is on the floor but not vertical. Going back on the floor vertical but not horizontal. And right now, I hope that she is okay. Not sure what happened on that sequence. I mean, you know, everybody's fighting for the ball. You thought maybe there'd be a foul or a jump ball. And she went to the floor, obviously stayed there. And so no whistle. And it will be Young Harris ball, I assume, on an inbound here. Minute 10 left to play in the third quarter. Second time the Lakers have had an injury. But like we said, it was Tamia Swanson early on, and you know, she's back out there and okay. So that's the good news for Tamia. We're hoping for 2 for 2 though now as Deja Montgomery down. And you know, just from a strategic standpoint, if you look at it, Brittany Williams, good game, but she's had 3 fouls. Might see more Janae Hayes, but of course her minutes this year have been a little bit lower off the bench. Looks like we're going to see Janice Poole for the first time. Lakers do one thing that Kalina Coleman does like to do. She's a deep rotation every year. Pretty much if you come here and play for this program, obviously it is all on a merit system. Play your way into the starting lineup, but one thing you can really say good about Kalina Coleman, you can play your way in. There are no favorites, and she plays a deep rotation. So if you come here, you will get playing time. Lakers looking for their 12th win of the year, and they sit at 7-5 in the Peach Belt. One more win for Young Harris overall, but they're 6-6 in the Peach Belt. So overall records 12-8 for Young Harris, but 6-6 in the Peach Belt. Lakers at 11-9 overall, but 7-5 in the Peach Belt. Now to her feet is Deja Montgomery, and you know, Deja holding her head, which is not a good sign. I'm not sure if she just got hit somewhere, and she's in pain, and she's okay. Janice Poole's going to check in. So she goes to the floor. And of course, in an age where now cognitive injuries have become much more prevalent or understood, this always makes you pause a little. Samantha Russell now into the game for Young Harris, and she'll inbound. Gets it off to Wogren. Started on the outside by Williams. 60 seconds left. Outside, Russell. That goes off to the middle. Far side, Shope back to the middle. Wogren casts off a 2. In and out. Rebound taken by the Lakers and Swanson. 61-43 your score. Lakers on top of the Mountain Lions of Young Harris. Young Harris 5-4 on the road for the year. Lakers 4-3 here at home. Mackey receives a tough pass from Poole. Poole gets it back near side. Bounce pass to Swanson in the corner. Back outside. Williams thought about the 3. Deflected on the floor. 2 on the shot clock, although Young Harris comes away with it now and it will reset possession. 15 seconds left to play. They could have the last shot if they want it. Here's Russell underneath, takes it to the rack, and will get it to fall. 61-45, 5 seconds left. Here's Crystal Williams. Straightaway 3, and off the back iron, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Not as good of a third quarter for the Lakers. Still not bad. Like we said, all things considered, not a bad third quarter. As the Lakers shot 4 of 12, 5 of 12 for the Mountain Lions. So just a little bit better They did outscore them, though. Okay, that's not bad. Wow. Just looking here at the third quarter numbers I have. Lakers did outscore them 20-17. So better than I thought there. The end kind of was a little anticlimactic. And Lakers. How is that right? Well, that's right. Didn't realize that. There were 16 free throws combined in that third quarter. You count both teams. 10 for the Lakers, 6 for the Mountain Lions. All 16 were connected on by both teams. 6 of 6 for the Mountain Lions, 10 of 10 for the Lakers. Wow, go there. That's both teams shooting great from the free throw line. 10 and 5, Lakers out rebounded Mountain Lions in that third quarter. Lakers right now being led on the scoreboard by Swanson with 14. She's got 12 rebounds as well. 10 points for Jada Francois Lubin. That has not changed. And Crystal Williams has 10 to give the Lakers 3 in double figures. For the game, the Lakers at 42.5%, 40% from the field. Young Harris, the Lakers have hit 5 threes, 3 for the Mountain Lions, and 22 of 23 at the free throw line for the Lakers. That is going to be something we'll talk about to Kalina Coleman about. At 95% for the game, 10 of 13. Not a bad number either for the Mountain Lions at the free throw line. Fourth quarter, here we are. Lakers sitting up 61-45, looking for their first points. And a 3 cast off. JFL can't get it to fall from that near side. Instead, the rebound goes to Young Harris. And the score remains in the first 30 seconds the same as we left it during the break. On the outside, Young Harris with Wogren covered by Swanson. 10 on the shot clock. Wogren trying to go across court. JFL got a hand on it and will steal it. Tenaria Wilson. Floater off the back glass. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Russell finds on this near side Wogren. The 3 doesn't have the distance. The rebound goes to Swanson and the Lakers. Going back to the locker room, by the way, is Deja Montgomery. We assume that she is probably unavailable for the rest of the game. Lakers sitting up those 61-45. Brittany Williams back in the game playing the 5. Jada Francois Lubin holding on to it. 10 on the shot clock. Far side. Dribble drive. Swanson hangs in the lane. A little too strong. Rebound goes to Wogren and Young Harris. Wogren will find Russell. Samantha Russell, I've not seen too much playing time for her, but big minutes here in the second half as Shope's 3 gets her own rebound off a miss, puts it back up again, too strong, knocked away from behind. Great work there by Swanson, who batted out of the hands of Griffin on the rebound. Got it to Wilson. It is stripped from her on the drive. It will remain Lakers ball with 25 to shoot as they'll inbound under their own basket. Coming into the game for Young Harris is Mackenzie Johnson. Checking out will be Jada Griffin with 2 fouls. And the Lakers will have Wilson inbound as Brittany Williams will get it on the outside. 2-3 zone right now, run by Young Harris. Tenaria working against the zone. In front of her own coach and bench, now goes and swings it off to the near side. 3 on its way, left short there by Swanson. Rebound taken by Wogren and Young Harris. Wogren underneath, right-handed floater will get it to go on the layup. Cuts it to 61-47, 7:37 on the game clock. Wilson looking for the play call and instead gets a timeout called by Kalina Coleman. So it's 7 minutes, 32 seconds until the curtain drops. Lakers sit up 61-47 and they want a timeout. We will take a timeout, but first, a reminder that fans, if you want to dress like a Laker, all you need to do is go to shop.ClaytonStateSports.com. Makes a perfect gift. So check it out tonight, the official Clayton State fan shop at shop.ClaytonStateSports.com. Back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. William Schindler with you. Lakers sitting up 61-47. Right now, leading scorer player of the game is Tamia Swanson, 14 points and 13 rebounds. The 13 rebounds ties a career high, she said earlier, against Georgia Southwestern. Let's see if she can get one more board and have a career high outright. Instead, lost underneath. And stolen back. Guess who it is? Tamia Swanson. Swanson, leading scorer, goes underneath. Tenaria Wilson comes out from the tall trees and comes back outside to set up a play with 20 on the shot clock. JFL, far side wing, comes back to the middle with it. Williams slips the screen. Instead, the pass goes over to Swanson. Williams in front of her, sets a screen. Swanson, Wilson. Air ball from Wilson, put back up by Kelsey Towns underneath. Couldn't connect. 2 on the shot clock. Forced up there by Swanson. JFL with the rebound. They'll get a fresh 20 and slow things down. So not pretty, but they do get a new shot clock, and they'll continue to keep possession. JFL on the outside. Swanson now into the paint. Towns off the pass. Can't get it to fall. Fighting for the rebound. Tenaria Wilson forced down from behind, and it will be the 5th and final foul on Clemens for the evening. So Bria Clemens has fouled out. For Clemens, her night's done with 4 points and 2 rebounds. And that will force Carly Winters back into the game. So Clemens is fouled out. On the inbound, they'll get it to Swanson. Swanson. Upper elbow. Kelsey Towns gets it right back. Now she'll drive her own. Swanson hanging in the paint. Can't get it to fall. Fighting for her own rebound. Stripped away from her once again. And it'll be off of the Lakers and Williams. And Young Harris basketball. So Brittany Williams fighting for it underneath. Couldn't hang on. And Young Harris now trailing 61-47. Takes it the length. Knocked away. Good defense again for the Lakers and JFL. Still haven't crossed the timeline. Finally do with 1 second remaining. And floating and hitting is Samantha Russell, using the back glass to bank it home. 61-49. Under 6 minutes left to play. Swanson coming around a high screen. Near side. Driving. And wrapped up there before now swinging it back is Tenaria Wilson. Wilson dumped underneath. Williams, 5 on the shot clock. Jumper from the free throw line, knocked down by Kelsey Towns, the senior from Butler, Georgia. Second leading scorer on this team, makes it 63-49. And that'll be in and out. Can't return the favor on the other end for Mackenzie Johnson and Young Harris. Lakers now again on the offense. Towns, Jada Francois Lubin driving, kicks it back outside. Wilson corrals it. Calls out a play against the Young Harris zone. Screened by Brittany Williams up top. Instead, keeps it on the far side, driving on the baseline, and it'll be a foul against the Lakers and Jada Francois Lubin, and that will be her 4th personal. Winters, who's hit 3 threes in this game, goes to the bench. Returning is Haley Shope for Young Harris. They leave Francois Lubin in with those 4 fouls, although she cannot be as aggressive as maybe she'd like. Fighting for the rebound off the miss. Young Harris will finally get it as Mackenzie Johnson wrangles it in. Russell. JFL on the outside guards her, as we said, with those 4 fouls. Hand off, gets it off to Shope. Gets it right back, does Russell, driving, and a whistle, a travel before the shot on Russell and Young Harris. So Jada Francois Lubin with those 4 fouls comes out. She'll be replaced by Crystal Williams. 2 Williams on the floor. 15 is Crystal, 30 is Brittany Williams. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left to play. Lakers up 63-49. That'll be flipped back away as they try to kick it outside. Picked off by Wogren. Triple teamed. Open player, though. They'll find it finally. Can't get the shot off, though, as Young Harris. Stymied there. Back to Johnson. Knocked away, and we're going to have a foul on young Harris and Nia White. I believe that's her first personal. It is. Not sure what she did there. It looked like she's trying to protect the ball. She maybe got an elbow in. Wasn't heavily argued by Lindsey Huffman or the rest of this young Harris squad. Knocked away there. As I believe first-year coach is Lindsey Huffman. 3.5 left to play. Lakers in search of their 12th win this year, going to the ground, and a jump ball called as Brittany Williams fighting for possession. Good work there. She's had a good game, although limited minutes with the foul trouble. Went to the ground there with Wogren. It will be young Harris ball, though, on the arrow. And after the tie-up, she'll come out. Jade Hayes will replace Brittany Williams. Now the only Williams on the floor for the Lakers is Crystal. Crossover up top, Russell. Three on its way. White can't hit. And the opposite number of Tamia Swanson will grab the rebound, and that is a career high for her. Congratulations, as now at least she's got a career high in rebounding. Speaking of rebounding, Samantha Russell will grab it. But that is her at least 14th rebound. And on the other side of things, finished there by Shope, and a timeout by Lindsey Huffman and young Harris as the Lakers sit up 63-51 with 2:52 to play. But as we said, that is a tie in career highs and rebounds between this game for Tamia Swanson and the game that she had against Georgia Southwestern. Well, now she has a new personal best, the career high in rebounding here today. So congrats to Tamia, well deserved. Now a reminder, the men's game is coming up about 30 minutes or so following us. We will be here. All you need to do is just continue on ClaytonStateSports.com. Go to the men's schedule, click the link that will send you to the live video, and we'll be waiting for you. It's that easy. See you then. And now the Lakers and the ladies trying to finish this one off, but young Harris getting the steal from Griffin and the bucket from Wogren. And getting a steal again, here's White, and they'll kick it back outside. Searles thought about it. It's a 10-point game all of a sudden. Crossover in the paint. Floater, too strong. Lakers and Towns grab the rebound off the miss by Nia White. They'll flip it ahead, and connecting easily is Tamia Swanson from Tenaria Wilson. Lakers get that back from 10 points, which in this game seemed a little close, back to a dozen. Young Harris, final 2 minutes, trying to battle it out. Running floater is good from Sarah Wogren, sophomore from Ackworth. Full court pressure. Lakers break it. Get it ahead to Swanson. One-on-one underneath, and she'll get another two. A big game for Tamia Swanson. Absolutely having a career night in rebounds, and now it's going to be up there in points too. Full timeout for young Harris. Tamia now with 18 points and 16 rebounds. It's a heck of an evening as the Lakers sit up 67-55 with 1:38 left to play in regulation. They will have the post-game show coming up following this. Of course, that post-game report will have us joined by head coach Kalina Coleman. And if the score stays the same, we will have a lot of good things to talk about, including not only the play of Tamia Swanson, but the great effort, not only rebounding tonight for her Lakers, but the team effort at the free throw line. Those have been two very good categories for the Lakers. They have only missed one free throw. They're 22 of 23 in this game from the line. They've out-rebounded Young Harris 39-26 as well. And so this women's squad looking for their third win in a row. They're not squandering this homestand by any means. It would be a 4-game losing streak snapped with that win in the first game here at home against Flagler, and they have really catapulted themselves after that overtime game. Out of bounds. They found Z. Huffman. Problem is, first-year head coach does not have any eligibility. Slammed that ball down a little in frustration, did Coach Huffman. Now final 90 seconds here of act number 4. Reach in foul on Winters. It'll be her second personal, as Crystal Williams was fouled and still not shooting fouls yet. See if they want to foul the rest of the way. Lakers, like we said, have had pretty immaculate free throw percentage so far. Tenaria Wilson on the outside. It's kind of keep away at this point. Seeing if they can foul her. A long pass, eating up some time. 9 on the shot clock. Getting it back outside to Swanson. And that'll be knocked away. And this will be going against the Lakers and Tenaria Wilson. It's the 4th on Tenaria. The senior from Fort Pierce, Florida, by way of St. Petersburg College. Is in averaging a team leading 15.5 points a game. 4.3 rebounds for Tenaria. Final 60 seconds. Lakers up by 12. Made a little short. Long rebound goes off to Swanson. Capping another career night at another. Inside, and an easy layup for Crystal Williams. Lakers on the precipice of 70 at 69-55. 32 seconds and ticking. 20 on the shot clock. Young Harris with the ball. Russell drives, lost underneath, picked up by the Lakers. And now the shot clock will go off. Final 20 seconds here. They'll have to take it across the timeline, though. Williams does get across there. Doesn't want to risk that 10-second violation. 10 on the game clock, and I don't think the Lakers will take another shot. They won't get this 70, but boy, they did everything right tonight. A 69-55 final, as the Lakers will improve to now 12-9 on the season and 8-5 in the Peach Belt. 5-3 here at home, and falling is Young Harris to 12-9 overall and sub 500 now in Peach Belt Conference play at 6-7. They were a 500 team at 5-5 on the road. So the Lakers, great work against the Mountain Lions as they close out the evening, shooting 39.6%. Both teams actually shot the same exact number in makes and attempts from the field, which is kind of crazy. We'll all go by scratch-offs after this. 21 of 53 for both sides. Lakers did hit 5 threes, only 3 for Young Harris, which seems low for both teams, but really where the Lakers were great was the free throw line. 22 of 23 for the Lakers at 95.7%. 10 of 13, not a bad night either for Young Harris. They just didn't get as many opportunities, 10 less, as the rebounding certainly one-sided, went to the Lakers 40-26. And we'll get a look at the individual numbers as well. We know it was a career night for the Lakers and for a few of their players, including Swanson, who had 18 points and 17 rebounds, which Coach Kalina Coleman joining us here. That was a heck of a night for Tamia Swanson. I don't know if you heard that last part. That is a career high for her in rebounds. It
What
was
did she get?
certainly, she would 18 points and 17 rebounds, 11 of which were defensive rebounds. You got to be happy with the performance, both rebounding-wise and free throw-wise.
I am. Oh, my God. We shot 95% from the free throw line.
Yes. 22 of 23.
Oh my Lord, that is just. I'm happy now. That
See, this
I
is
wasn't look because I strive for perfection, and I know that we're not. But I want them to be as close to perfect as they can. And we made some bad defensive mistakes out at the end. But give it off the hats off to Young Harris. They did a good job. But 95% on free throws. I stopped stressing free throws with them. I stopped stressing. So I'm going to continue to stop and just let them shoot. And it's crazy because Swanson and I was having a conversation today, and we were actually talking with Coach Jimmy about rebounds. And she said she almost had 20 rebounds one time, and she was like, oh, I wish I could get 20 rebounds. And she came close. And Swanson, she's a different breed, and I told her, don't worry about scoring to come. You got to do the little things, rebound, get some steals, do that, play defense, and other stuff will come. And she said, that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on rebounding and playing defense.
Well,
and look at this.
It certainly paid off today. Passes her old career high, which was set against Georgia Southwestern. So congrats to her.
You know what it was?
That was back, let me see here.
You know how many it was?
I think she was about,
It's okay.
13, 14-ish. We'll double check on that. But as the Lakers, again, by a final score here, 69-55. You had a bit of a hiccup. The 4 games in a row that you lost, but now you're here at home. This is the end of a 3-game homestand. You won all 3, kicked off with that Flagler overtime win. You got to start feeling good now about where the direction this team is headed.
I'm happy with the direction they're headed. And I told them, we stressed to them how important these home games were. And we got, from now on, 1 game at a time. We got to take care of business at home, which I feel like they did tonight. And we got to go on the road and play the best we can and try to steal some on the road. So I'm happy. They actually, I feel like they had a decent third quarter tonight as well, because, third quarter is what we struggle in, but they actually played well tonight. We just didn't close out like I would have liked, but we won the game, so I'm satisfied.
So defensively, almost a shutout in the third quarter, though, in the last game.
Yeah.
Today, a great free throw shooting percentage. The rebounds worked. Where do you see yourself for the rest of February? I mean, are you getting satisfied? What are the areas now you're going to stress? You said not free throws. What is going to go into practice coming up tomorrow and Friday? Always
defense. I feel like we can always get better defensively. Like, even though you might feel like we had a good game defensively, I feel like we didn't. I feel like we had some mistakes defensively, especially with stopping the ball and helping. I mean, it's kind of hard to help the defender who's on the ball when you have a shooter over in the corner that you don't want to leave. So we was very conscious of that. So that kind of threw us off a little, because they 24 for them winners. She shoot the ball really well. So we're going to still stress some defense tomorrow, and we're going to still stress some boxing out, maybe execute some offense. We haven't seen a zone in a while, so that fourth quarter, that threw us off. I think we just forgot, because we was focused more on switching, sagging off, and then we didn't work on the zone. I promise you we did. And they come out here and play a 2-3 to zone, and we just looked like all thrown off. So that was my fault. The fourth quarter was my fault. I'll take that.
Well, still not a bad day, Coach. 3 players in double figures.
It was not a bad day. That's why I said I'm happy. With Taneria only scoring, who would have thought? She's only scoring 3 points. She go 1 from 8 from the field. That's why I love my team. We have other people that can step up and help us when needed. I thought Swanson did that. I thought Francois Lubin, Crystal came out the bench and gave us some meaningful minutes. And Brittany Spider-Williams, I thought, was big in the first half as well. So I'm happy with the effort I got from everyone tonight. Even Brielle Mackey off the bench too. She had a good defensive possession down there, I remember. So I'm happy.
Well, good.
I'm always happy when we win.
Well, we're happy that when you're happy for the post game, and we'll let you go be happy in the locker room with your team. Congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Kalina, we well deserved, as we said too. I think that's well pointed out. The depth, as you mentioned, Taneria Wilson. You play such a deep rotation, and it showed today as really scoring from all facets of this team.
Yes. Yes. So I'm happy. I'm happy that they're staying ready. You know, the ones that's usually not in a rotation, they staying ready. So, because you never know when your number's called. So I preach that to them all the time. So it's good.
All right.
Good. We getting there. We headed in the right direction. Not there yet, but we headed in the right. We peaking. We trying.
Well, good luck at Georgia College.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Kalina Coleman here on the post-game show. Again, Lakers winners 69-55 as an outstanding game individually for the Lakers. And just to give you those final numbers, there were 3 players in double figures. Of course, Tamia Swanson, 18 points and 17 rebounds, a career high for her in rebounding. I think it might be in points, too. We haven't confirmed that, however. 12 points and 3 rebounds for Crystal Williams and 10 points for Jada Francois Lubens, who also had 3 rebounds. The rest of the scoring, we'll go through those quickly. 7 for Kelsey Towns, 5 for Janae Hayes, 6 for both Brittany Williams and Deja Montgomery, who left with that injury, and then 3 for Tenaria Wilson and 2 for Brielle Mackey. So the Lakers will go on the road for that one game. As we said, they go over to Georgia College, and that will take place on this Saturday, February 8th at 1:30 p.m. Next home game and broadcast for the women at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, February 12th, a week from today. Well, until then, we will say so long and remind you that the men's game coming up here in just about 20 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere for that. We'll have the call for you. Stick around on ClaytonStateSports.com. Again, the final score, 69-55. The Lakers winners over the Mountain Lions. I'm William Schindler saying so long for now.